Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Prof. Mursid. Hello, everyone. In third topic, social factors affecting language use, I would like to share a journal analysis under the title The Influence of Social Factors on Students' Achievement in Learning English. It's belong to Suci Varianti from Universitas HKBP Nomensen Medan. In introduction here, students typically have different ability in learning English language. In other words, there are some students who learn English language more quickly and easily than others. In this case, there are some factors which can influence the ability of students in learning English. The factors are classified into two factors, which called as internal and external factor. The internal factor is the factor which come from students itself, such as age, personality, motivation, and etc. Meanwhile, the external factor is the factors that come from the particular learning situation, such as environment, social background, and etc. And here, there are some theory of foreign language learning related to the social context. The first come from Piaget cognitive development theory. As the brain develops and children experience expand, they move through four broad stages, each characterized by qualitatively distinct ways of things. And the second come from behaviorism, is a theory of language which believes that the environment was primarily responsible for human behaviors. And the third come from social-cultural perspective. Vygotsky's approach is believed as a socio-constructivism since he believed that conscious social interaction is the key of individual cognitive development. And last is the social factor in language learnings. Alfat in 2010 also stated that social environment is probably best factor that triggers second language learning. And next, the theory of English as a foreign language also come from Lin and Chin in 2009. Teaching English as a foreign language is focused on the purpose or studies of English by teacher and English learner with a different mother tongue. And what about the student with the special needs? While in 2004 state that learning disabilities range in severity and may interfere with the acquisition and use of one or more of the following. For example, oral language, reading, written language, and mathematics. And for the methodology of the research, here the research design was designed as a qualitative and quantitative research. For the population, junior high school students at the 8th grade of SLB Negeri Pembina Aceh Tamiang. The school was located at Jalan Landuh, Rantau Aceh Tamiang. For the sample here, using cluster random sampling, the writer chose only one class of these students as the sample of the research. In this research, there were two kinds of variable, namely dependent and independent variable. For the technique of collecting the data, Latif stated in 2011 that naturalistic observation is a process of observing people when they are interacting among their cultural members of the community. And the interview here, in this research, the writer interviewed the teacher, parents, and the students by asking some questions where the significant information were collected. And for the questionnaire, the researcher used questionnaire especially close from the questionnaire in which it provides answer or response to the selected by respondent. And the test was designed based on the curriculum of the school itself. In this case, the data help the researcher to interpret the data quantitatively in order it can be identified whether the social factor significantly influence the student's achievement in learning English or not. And next we are going to the data analysis. Here the description of parents. The data on social factor of parents were obtained from the result of the questionnaire which was given to the parents. Then the data were processed, of which the data were obtained in the form of value as can be seen as a table below. Here there are some respondents, and next to the data value, economic level, education level, occupation level, and environment level. And those data value will be explained in next slide. Next to the parents' economic level, it's shown that the highest value of parents' economic level was 24 and the lowest value was 7. In addition, the category of parents' economic level was described by making the interval between highest and the lowest value. We can take a look the table to this from the slide. Next, the parents' educational level. In determining parents' education level, the same formula was used to find the data interval value of parents' education level. Based on the table, the highest value was 13 and the lowest value was a 5. And next to the parents' occupational level. According to the table of parents' occupational level, the highest value was 10 and the lowest value was 2. Thus, the data can be obtained as the follow. Yes, we can look at the table as clearly as possible. Next, environment. According to the table of environment, the highest value was 33 and the lowest value was 22. Thus, the data can be obtained as a follow. Yes, I think it's clear enough. Next, there is a correlation between social factor and student achievement in learning English. Based on the table analysis, here there is no correlation between parents' economic level and student achievement in learning English. We can take a look in the table. Next, the most dominant social factors in influencing students' achievement, SPSS. T-test was conducted in this research. T-test is statistically examination of two subjects of study means. In this case, t-test was used to show how the independent variable respectively have the influence on dependent variable. Finding and discussion. There was no significant correlation between parents' economic level X1 and student achievement in learning English Y. And the second, both parents' education level X2 and students' achievement Y have no significant relationship or they have negative correlation. In addition, the higher the parents' education level was not followed by the higher the student's score. Next, the third is the significant and the positive correlation was also not found in the relation between parents' occupational level X3 and the student's achievement Y. In other words, both of variables significantly have no correlation or relationship. The fourth, here, there was no any correlation between environment and the student's achievement. In addition, the correlation coefficient was a negative 0.03, means no possible correlation with so negative correlation between environment X4 and students' achievement Y. The last here, based on the result and the finding of the research, there was no social factor of this research, namely parents' economic level, parents' education level, parents' occupation level, and the environment which influenced the children's achievement in learning English. And now we are going to the conclusion. I can conclude that no social factor of this research, namely parents' economic level, parents' education level, and parents' occupation level, and the environment which influenced the student's achievement in learning English. And third, and next, no correlation between social factor and students' achievement in learning English. The R-square test was 0.34054, And next, no dominant factor in influencing student achievement in learning English. In addition, H 0 divided B1 it's equal with O, which means that there is no significant relationship or correlation between the independent variable X and the dependent variable Y. Okay, I think enough. That's all from me. I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.